this server going up against FaZe Clan. And yes, they are both returning to Pro League this week, having not qualified in the previous week. They've had some time off. They've had some reset. They showed up in the last 2 days. Some teams were a little earlier than others and got some practice under their belts before getting into this series.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit, and then they're going to get right into the playoff games. No warm-up here. You have to win this one. They weren't able to skip that stage right into the quarterfinals, so here we go. FaZe taking on Players, Inferno, Mirage, and Overpass as a decider. Twist going to lead the way up Banana early, hiding in the corner at the moment. Hobbit, Nafany, and Inters with a three-man stack at the top of Banana. Want to control that on the pistol round. Slow and measured and quiet from both teams as Twist starts kind of creeping out, seeing what he can find. A little bit of utility, two smokes, flash and Molotov for Brokey and Kerrigan.
Inters waiting at the top of the Banana position, has Hobbit and Nafany along with him, so this does mean Shiro and Exile are completely alone over on A. And because they're playing pit side, not a quick rotation. We know pistols can commonly go through the CT wrap based on how close the engagements are. Sometimes it's a split-second decision just on how things go down at Arch. So this could catch them, depending on how the mid approach goes for FaZe.
Yeah, this defense with these USPs, if they miss a couple of shots, if these Glocks are able to close the gap without taking too many losses, this defense they could crumble very quickly. Axel and Shiro going to fall back into the bomb site. The B player is going to start to push up. That flank is going to be coming in. It's going to be at a nice timing, but they need to hold off a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is a big flank because, again, they went all toward the Arch side. They didn't cover off for, all toward the pit side. They didn't cover off for Arch. They couldn't run back the other way, but the kill's still going the way of FaZe. It's Brokey, Kerrigan, and Twists. And Brokey, for those wondering, is not the Iceman. He's the Latvian laser. We all know that. Rop's going to try and laser toward the apartments right now, but Hobbit has that instead on the silenced USP, and Hobbit hardly scathed from that with 62. Will get flashed inside of the pit to try and clear further positions. It's both inside of the site for FaZe. Twists, the high HP player at this point in time, 100. And a kill already to work with. Needs to work off Brokey's positioning. Needs to try and get this into a situation where he can bait out the shots. He's done that. Reloads required. The USP with only the 12 bullets. Brokey's going to catch off Hobbit. Twist comes back out and Hinters gets nailed.
They had all the chances in the world to take it down Brokey.
Nade goes over the half wall at Banana. That'll do fractional damage to anyone at the top side, but no one there. Being passive, it's just Shiro, in fact, that's over on that side of the map right now. Flash off the angle. He's back inside of the site, so Hobbit needs to be careful when he wants to rotate, if he wants to rotate, because he's got a smoke in front of him at top middle as well.
Oh, there's a stack, though. Molotov might bust it up. Inter's going to fight in the flames, spraying him down. He knows he's going to die eventually. Good kills. Good setup so far from Players. They've handled it well, and they never saw Exile coming. Wow. Good shutdown early on. Set the tone with a four-man stack in middle.
That was all good and well, except that...
In fact, he's getting aggressive. Rain could shut it all down, though.
Oh, good push from Rain. Exile couldn't land a shot. Inters will follow it up because, again, there's two players in one position. Make that a third because here comes Shiro down the bottom of the stairs. He'll catch out Rops and get away with Rain killed. Thankfully, they got that kill because Shiro would have been a dead man as well.
They've got to make this hit happen right now. They've got to do it before anyone rotates back. Kerrigan knows that. He knows they've spotted two towards the other side of the map. Twist, Kerrigan, and Brokey trying to find the entrance. Boost it up. Good trajectory from Twist.
Nafany, though, still trying to dance around this smoke. They can't get the kill. They've got to plant the bomb. Oh, for CT. That kill came in. That's Twists that went down, but bomb still to be planted. I thought it was the bomb planter, and I was going to say, with the smoke gone on CT, this becomes very awkward, but they'll get it on the ground. So now the utility matters not, the positioning matters more. Brokey's going to get blinded off. That's an unfortunate flash that he just didn't see with the scope being in the position that it were, and Kerrigan down. They know he's likely to be at the back of the site, though. Molotov off at the pillar, but they've got to cover around on Emo, and he's locked in the corner. There's no chance they don't double peek this. He can hear them running in. He's pre-scoped. He's anticipating the jump. He only gets one, and that's exactly the trade they were setting up for.
So much patience from Players, and why not? You have so much utility to use at the end. They still have two flashes. They had two HE grenades. They had one Molotov. All of that to deal with Brokey's position. They obviously knew exactly where he was as well. Good job from Players. To make any kind of a hit at the A bomb site comfortable. Not enough utility to negate those crossfires that could be there. So drop one in CT spawn. See if you can get a bit fortunate. Might need a God flash.
Oh, shot out Shiro. He's forced back between oranges one. That baits them in toward Nafany, though. Good shot, Rops. Gets the return, and Rain knew where Shiro was gone, so the Deagles come out flying again. Hobbit only managing one back. Rops has the AWP picked up, and it's a 2-on-2. FaZe busting into the B site.
Oh, great shots from the Deagle, but I think players are going to want to play that one differently if they could go back in time. Unfortunately, they've got to get through the op in Rops' hands. He's very low. This time they don't have all the utility in the world. Axile, Molotov, and HE grenade. Brokey's going to look towards Ruins, and he's taken down one-on-one. Rops the only one, and he's got it. Inters tries to bait out the shot, but couldn't get behind the wall fast enough. And FaZe steal one away for a 4-2 lead. Working on Rap side, but there's two players here. You shall not cross this for sure. Good frag from Nafany. 3 versus 5, but Nafany and Exile are low. It could get thinned out and evened up pretty quickly.
So the drop smoke to allow them further out the doorway at apartments, but it gives Axile a bit of a one-way through the carts. He fires, though. That gives his position up. Rops knows he's now directly underneath. The damage already done. He makes no mistake in collecting what Twist had started, as Rops will flash out toward the graveyard as well, just to make sure sight is cleared. Smoke still down on Moto. They can't get fully around the corner toward Inters, but now they will. Brokey up close. No mistake on the AWP. Taps the plant to see if he's safe, and then has to try and hold it this time and rely on Rops to cover the angle. Flash goes out. Moto not blinded by that, and Brokey rather, still aware that that's a possibility. I don't know if they're going to be aware that Hobbit has gone for the flank. So they're trying to triangulate this. They'll set up 2 toward the lane, and the 1 at Moto to wait. Rops is staring here. Does have some indication, but Shiro's found him directly, and now the AWP in the side all by himself. Nafany's already lurked out from the library, and it's going to be the third round for players.
Good retake. They control Banana.
Definitely something that they've been after. Banana control, we knew there had to be a change eventually, and Kerrigan's going to work his way and has no idea he is a dead man. Hobbit already sneaking forward. The aggression is catching them off because they have not seen it throughout the entire half. So a 2-man advantage to work with now on the player's side.
Exile just above Shiro playing anti-flash. Oh, so blind. That's awkward. Good shot. Exile as well, helping him out in Boiler. Tense. It's just Brokey in the 1 versus 5, so players look to string 2 together.
Brokey firing the AWP as well. They know he's at bottom middle, but if he was going to scurry back to spawn and save, he didn't make the right call. Nafany's with him as well. He's not actually on top of the pallet, which a lot of players will go for with having a different angle, but Shiro gets the first shot. Nafany overextends, but Inters comes back around to take out Kerrigan. They need to trade underneath of the atrium, and just barely Brokey gets that shot before they can fall away. Rops nearly caught off with a re-peek. He's spotted. That gives away the positioning of Exile.
Hobbit's very aggressive. That's a huge win. Gap in the smoke. Drop the Molotov. Fall away, Hobbit. You're playing with death. He's playing with fire as well, and that's going to keep him safe for the moment. Tucks himself back into the dark corner. Down mid we go. Rops looking for the flank. It's Exile who gets picked off. Oh, players overextending a little bit, but Shiro, he can stop this. He can put a stop to this with his ult, but you can't miss. Jumping shot, and he doesn't. So much accuracy. Rops has a chance for a 1 versus 2.
Brokey was actually lagged on that one, but he was already low HP. Rops is stepping up again. Hobbit's the B player, so he knows it's got to be a rotation, but where does he come from? It's not going to be CT, but Rops still looking that direction. Needs to try and find better ground, and rather than sitting and resting in the site and letting him control the angles, he's going to take matters into his own hands all the way up to Graveyard using the Vespa, using the headshot angle, and finding phase number 8. Brilliantly upward on this situation. And oftentimes the man over the wall spots thou who under him more often.
Yeah, they obviously have no idea he's there, though. That very easily could have gone the other direction. I think they were actually activating. Twist was calling for the flashbang to turn around the half wall, and it was just a little bit late.
Shiro holding top middle this time. Rain is staring in that direction, but backing off. Rop's already inside of the apartments, and he'll start working up. He's just going to go for picks inside of the site. Exile is at the pitch. Shiro, good shot to start it off. Exile follows that up and falls back to the balcony. Rops knows he's there, but then would still have to bypass the site. Not with that lovely smoke in position, and he can now elevate himself above it as well. But as he drops in, he's spotted. Now they both know he's there, and he still gets the lineup as he tries to chase the player of Inters going inside of the site. He gets the free kill on Shiro, who walks out in front of him, and that means Brocky's now got Inters. It's falling apart.
Gross.
Oh my God, Rops. Nafany's head explodes in front of his eyes with a single click of the AK. It's all on Hobbit again. Another 1vx that Hobbit's going to be thinking, how the hell am I in this position? And Brokey's got his number this time, 11-4.
Scoreline 11-4 lead. FaZe got a lot of rounds to play with, but it's not done just yet. We'll see if they can, how well they can call against this defense. They just got a masterclass in it. Nade takes a little shot. Nade coming out over the half wall, but backing up is Axile to avoid any real damage. Twist and Rain to defend. Kerrigan has a flashbang. Here it comes right now. It might just be perfect. Actually, there. It's great. That's wonderful stuff. Twist with a double kill, and he's got Shiro right through the edge of the board. That's the bomb down.
Sick round. He didn't even take any damage yet. I should say he does get a bullet from Nafny, but he delivers one far greater in return. Broky's not going to let him get the ace. It's too far away. Hobbit's down. Twist with 4. He was looking for it.
Kerrigan's close up. Down Banana, can have that fast flank. Wouldn't risk a whole lot with an SMG if he picks his time right. Rops and Brokey wrap side waiting for the smoke to fade. Nade is gonna come in and, ooh, misses its mark. Misses its mark just a bit. They're coming right at this. Rops is blind, attention taken away. He somehow recovers in time and gets both. I have no idea how that works. I don't think players do either, but what are you supposed to do from here?
Die. Exile will at least put Rops down finally. Shiro knows there's more around the corner. Good flash, can't do it. Brokey's there instead. Didn't anticipate the second member, and the bomb is now firmly in the possession of FaZe. No one covering off pit side, but they do have one more back in the site. That, of course, being Twists at this point. And it is all on Inters. They know he's there. They bait him out. He fires a few shots. Fires the shot, no one running after him. Rops holds his position, realizing they're already out middle. He nails one, uncertain as to where the rest of the attack comes from. He'll clear the boiler position, and they won't go around the wall. They won't swing in the door behind him, so he should be clear to get away at this point.
Man, between Kerrigan outcalling the hell out of players and Rops putting on this kind of a show individually, this has just been incredibly dominant. There's been no chance for players to stay in this game. Brokey with eyes on Wrap. They don't know numbers just yet. It might not matter. That's Kerrigan. Headshot onto Nafny. Bomb drops forward as well. Inter's even showing through the smoke. And I don't even think any of this matters. 6 seconds. Bomb is going to go down. Nade coming in. That's certainly going to get at least one. Exile's down for the count. It's just Shiro remaining.
Solid first map from FaZe. Twists will get the final kill. They just got to cut a few wires. And they might put players in an awkward position on the next map, because going into Mirage, it's a pretty level territory. That's a huge win on Inferno.
Yeah, this was billed as a huge matchup that could go down to the wire. Didn't look anything like it on Inferno. Players going to be starting on the T side here in Mirage. Their own map pick. Shiro's got P250 armor and a Molotov. Nafny with a Glock smoke. He dropped over the P250 as well. And we are underway. Map 2, FaZe with a 1-0 lead in the series here in the round of 12.
Kerrigan, good shot to start it off. Clean and concise, but he gets traded out. Inters gets the response. Brokey now trying to cover this crossfire setup. Twist came back from Catwalk. Gets one on his way back to the site. Brokey's still alive, so don't be misled by the fact that the HUD suggests it's a 2-on-2. It's not. There's still a third. As Twist goes down, Brokey has kept himself alive by falling back inside of the checker room. No, take that back. Excuse me. He's at the pillar. I thought he went all the way back through the door, so he's still inside of the site. They have to find him, but his teammates looking directly at him to get the information based on his position. As he swings out, Exile will punish him. They're not able to get the trade immediately. Bomb planted. And they should know both have come through the window as Rain gets dropped. It's Rops, the man who is incredible on Inferno, that has to try and go against Exile, who tags him up, but not nearly enough. Down to 89. It's all about time and space at this point with the bomb ticking away. No kit for Rops, and no life either. Great shot from Exile. Much better start. Exile checks corner. Comes back out. Brokey tags. That's going to put him very low. It allows Inters to collect, but Rops doing the same damage that Twisted capitalized on. Still the kills level. It's a 2 versus 2. AK Galil for Inters and Shiro respectively, but Rain, now having picked up a Galil, has Kerrigan's Scout to work with, and that Scout can be oh so deadly. Shiro's going to start it off, though. No deadly dealt this time, as it is another round. Still holding out inside of the window. Ooh, flash timing, Exile. Got a sniff of the shot toward the site. Nicely done up over the cinders to try and clear the fire position with the smoke advantage, but Brokey catches him when he gets there. Still on an open angle, was able to find it. Hobbit, though, does get Rain eventually, so that Palace battle goes the way of players. He's still alive with 2 HP. That gives them now a 2-on-3, but it's going to be so desperate. Inters has to do all the work. He's tagged up. Hobbit, though, somehow gets Brokey. That's with the 2 HP. It's all on to Kerrigan.
Nade.
What a turn on this. That nade is massive, though, because Hobbit, he got the bomb down. Oh, my goodness. He was not the one that was planting. He just tagged him through the box. He has no idea, but he just did a substantial amount of damage. Inters goes down to 22 HP, and that means Kerrigan gets an easy shot when he peeks out.
What a tough fight. I actually thought the other guy was the planter. I thought Kerrigan just wanted it with the HE grenade.
Cross smoke catwalk, there you go. That's what you were talking about. Swift punch to the jaw. Kerrigan comes out. Oh, his arm's not long enough. He does get away with the AK. Nearly cost him the time, though, because as he turns around, they're already working out the B apartments. He still gets the kill on Exile. Shiro, AWP up close, turns him down, but look at the Inter's HP. He's tagged down to 6, saved by Shiro as well. This is not comfortable right now. They're in the site. They've committed to dropping through the apartment, so getting the bomb out of there is out of the question. They'll plant it instead. Shiro's doing all of the work. Getting it done at this point in time, but do they know Robs is this far in? He sees the shadow, tries to fire in, he'll get the shot, and who else other than Shiro again? 4th kill in the round.
Yeah, he needed to do everything.
He has not budged in his position. He has not flinched on his angle, and he's ready for the peek. He nails it, drops off. Kerrigan able to support. They work out catwalk, and Kerrigan, with a smoke down, is able to thwart that approach for now. The Molotov will extinguish the flames. That'll allow them back off further. Nafany times it well, but Brokey comes back out to cover Kerrigan despite taking HP. Or rather, a substantial loss of HP. Rain has already rotated, so the loss of Rops confirms the last player. Hobbit, they looked away, wrong time to do so. Rain's able to swing it back and doubles up. He had to. They needed heroics considering the flash positioning, and it's all on to Hobbit. He's found Rain already. Brokey on 11 HP was the one that started this whole exchange and had to back away. They know it's the AWP. They know he's transferred away from the van to start out this round, and Hobbit's going to gamble that he's got time, therefore, to plant the bomb. Trajectory of the nade gives his position away, and Hobbit makes no mistake to put him down.
Great clutch from Hobbit. He lost a 1v1 calls out from his teammate. That pressure is being applied to B. He's going to hold on to this off angle. Again, this deal can be so effective. I think he hears the footsteps. He knows they're coming. He goes for the peek. He's oh no! Oh no! Not a third. Exile's already tagged up from Kerrigan. Rain's going to go for more with just a deagle. Shutting down T-Spawn. And yeah, he's done everything he could, and now he's opened up space on the other side of the map as well as Brokey pushes up. Oh, out of the double timeout.
Rain has 7 kills, and 4 of them at least have been on deagles. I want to say 5, in fact. That's how his contributions have gone this game. He's so good with that weapon, but man, oh man. Again, FaZe with lesser weapons looking dangerous. Rops will catch out Nafany this time. Exile managing to kill only on Rain so far. Rops aware that they've come up connector, but not able to find Hobbit, so they pulled this back to just a 1-man advantage. Oh my. That got awkward. Twist still finds Exile, but the AK tracing him through the box has Hobbit in another clutch. How many 1vx situations is Hobbit gonna have to play today? 7 seconds. I don't think he can get there. This one's over. He can't get to the bomb in time.
Oh, no. He was so convinced there was someone up in Palace as well. I don't think he ever knew where Brokey was, who'd never had to do anything in this round. What a great steal. Round 13. Hobbit saw that. Yeah, he saw it. He knows. He's calling it out. He's blind. He's just waiting for his vision to clear so he can handle business. No window smoke. He's got to be careful. Tries to transfer down. Almost gets it, but almost loses his life as well. And now we increase the pressure on B. They know all the manpower is in middle. Kerrigan's got to hold on to everything. His teammates are falling. He's got a double kill. Make that 3. Finally falls.
That's an incredible effort from Kerrigan considering the circumstances. Hobbit had a shooting gallery at mid. He was a bit inefficient to find the first kill, but that was...
Look at Rops.
They're going to rotate this back around. Shiro as well, but you're right. Rops is already pushing up. He's going to cut off the bomb. That is the bomb, and it's down with 1:10. Now, a lot of time to work with. It's a one-on-one. Oh, excuse me. Rain's still in this, but Hobbit's going to go a long way back across the map, and Rain is in a reasonable position to cover this off as Hobbit gets caught in the cross.
Oh, no. Kerrigan.
Good shots and exchanges, but enters with the pistol, wins it out. Rain can't collect more than 1 kill. Leaves us 4 aside. Hobbit already up inside of the ladder room as well, and Catwalk is decent position, but only if the opportunity arises. Meanwhile, back at the ticket booth, Rops will watch the admission of 1 more as Exile drops down. Shiro and enters, though. My God, Deagles take down Kerrigan and Rops at range, and they are inside of the A site. Twist's starting to rotate late, and Hobbit can be a huge problem for them now.
taste of their own medicine. They've had enough good Deagle rounds in these two maps that we've seen played. Finally, Players is able to respond and return the favor. Good easy kill from Shiro, no utility. Actually, excuse me, Brokey did have a flashbang to take away that angle, but now he's left in a 1 versus 3. They all know where he is. Hobbit's gonna start shifting as well. Brokey into the bomb site. A little bit of creative movement, but can't land any of the shots, and that's it. Players survive. They get the last round of the half. A late run
boost inside of the site, so a little off angle for him to hold with. Nafny already starting off the killing by taking down Rops. And here they go. Enters to bait them in. Do they expect Shiro's position? Rain. He's gonna go wide by it though. Ooh, missed shots, but they never get the chance to look back. By the time Twist responded, Shiro calmed things down. And now he elevates them and excites them as he takes down Brokey in the window above. All onto Kerrigan. Man, oh man. Can someone do some damage? Nafny tagged up twice and still not taken down. Kerrigan gets removed by Hobbit.
Yeah, the nightmare continues. Kerrigan, I felt like he wanted to pick up the pace through that. It's going to be a pop-out Palace.
Shots out, doubly so. Shiro, though, able to get Rain. He's doubled that. Brokey down. Rops gets only one. Finally, at least a kill for them, as it's all on to Rops. Kerrigan removed, and he, with the AK, knows he's in trouble as they slide out, follows up, but Hobbit sees him through, or rather sees his elbow.
With a great game plan, and obviously playing great individually on top of everything. Kerrigan's just got a MAC-10, and Hobbit's gonna double him up before the hit even gets started. This has been a very simplistic T-half, just by virtue of the fact that FaZe didn't have all the nades to work with. Hobbit was just going for an ace. He just said, screw it, I'm the gladiator in this round.
Twist doubles up, but that's all he'll do. They slide out. Exile gets him down immediately. What a response by players. They lose the first map 16-6. They come back and take this one 16-5.
And then switching over to Mirage, it was players starting on the T side as well that got them out to a 10-5 lead. So the T sides have been extremely effective from both of these teams on the different maps.
Right, sorry, I said 16-6, 16-4.
Oh yeah, it's okay. You're close.
Sort of.
We'll give like a 2-round grace period. I think that's fair. That's legit. It's been, 45 minutes or so since that map was played. Pistol round live here in the third and deciding map in these round of 12 playoff bracket. The winner going up against Na'Vi in just a few days. It doesn't get any easier for either one of these teams, whichever one is to move on.
Only one single upgraded pistol in this round, and that's Rops, who has armor and a P250, so a little bit more utility for FaZe to try and work with than you might have expected from some of the other rounds where we've seen dualies and deagles and everything else brought out.
They're just contacting to a position where they can actually chuck out their utility. Molotov on Dice likely. Ooh, good shot from Rops. He takes down Nafny. That's going to make this hit very difficult. Axel only has one choice. That's to be aggressive at long, so he has safety from the bomb site. A little bit of an off angle, drops the bomb. He knows they're going to swing on him. He needs this kill, and he's got it. Exile continues his tear, but he's running out of ammunition. Rops, it won't matter. Last bullet, Exile is a beast.
Does such a good job. He still has this position. They still have to deal with him, and that allows Shiro post-boost to walk through. Bomb never got planted. This fell apart because Exile ripped it wide open, and as they swing around, Hobbit arrives to take out Kerrigan. Rops, nice through the fence to take down Hobbit, who gets aggressive, and they're not done there. They're going to put a second player in this position. That one will go far better for them as Inters gets one kill back. He loses that, and they go down to a 5-on-2, and you've got a much different scenario. However, it's still 4-on-2 because Kerrigan has found Nafny over toward A.
It's an awkward monster smoke. They're going to be fine stepping through it. Inter's backing off as well. Him and Shiro gambling at A. I'm going to just try and keep these weapons alive, and I don't think we're going to see too much of a hunt from FaZe. They want to get some money in the bank before they start risking the weapons to take this stuff out of the hands of players. So it's going to be 3-1. When the bomb does inevitably go off. Great round from Kerrigan. Negating Exile's aggression, obviously the entry frag as well. Heading into the A bomb site.
So FaZe on the board. Not dissimilar to scoring as they did in, or rather on Mirage. It was 3-1 there, but they did not get the back-to-back rounds, and that's how players took full control of the economy, as you mentioned at the time. So FaZe still need to look pretty seriously at the next round. Smoke's going out. Molotovs to clear the barrels. Rops just peeking in to see what they can find, but they're not committing to this. Well, Rops might.
Rops is going hunting. Couldn't react in time. Boost up. That's the M4.
I actually think that's Rops being so confident. He could have backed off that. He could have got shoulder peeked and hit. He goes for the headshot and goes down because of it.
Well, this is kind of scary too now because the rotation is in. Another boost. Hobbit's going to have a flank. If Nafine can get anything done, it's going to take body power away from defending the site. Oh, spam coming in. Exile had to give it up. Hobbit's got the AK-47, though. Good kill from the USP. That takes attention away from this flank.
This flank. More importantly, this flash. Exile gets Rain up close. They're still in this with a shout. Hobbit's got the AK picked up. Nafine's gotten twist down. Round over. How do they steal that back? A stack on the wrong side.
Going and prevent Kerrigan from getting any kind of momentum in terms of reading his opposition. Speaking of which, Kerrigan's going to get aggressive around the monster smoke. He's already peeking in. Hobbit's won that as well. Spraying through just in case. Molotov is extinguished. Good shot from Rain, but Hobbit is still alive and still fighting.
But they know where Hobbit's gone. The problem is they're not aware of the fact that there's two inside of the site. So if they'd had been able to get the rebuttal through the smoke, that entry by Rain was fantastic. Broki's got one more, but here we go. Hobbit's going to self-boost up on top of the site, and I don't think they'll be ready for this. Those smokes, sure, they might dissipate, but they're going to fade from the top, and he's going to find them first. He knows they're on catwalk. He's looked away at the wrong time. Twist slides by. Now they know he's up above, and Rops will punish him, and that puts Brokey on the move as he has to try and sneak around, but here comes Exile from behind, undetected. Flank once again the factor, and FaZe are in trouble because Rops has no HP, and Exile is going to find Rops first.
That's a scary utility start coming out. Shiro's going to grab one. That's Rain coming up the stairs. Rops goes down as well. Oh, you can have the site. You can have the site. They've got a 5-on-3.
And a reverse take from Long. They're pinched in. They have no comfort. Shiro's staring at that with the AWP. Good Molotov to buy some space to get the bomb plant down, but they almost need to take the stairs and control that and defend the site from essentially a take rather than a retake position. They're gonna go back to bathrooms, but Exile's still here. AWP, good find from Brokey. Now they're in a situation that they can control, but only just because Shiro's still swinging back around. Hobbit can clear the side all he wants. Shiro on the pistol, twists, ready for it, but dinked up. Shiro's gonna back off. He knows he's done his job. He knows he's done enough damage. He knows he's bought the space, but Brokey still has position to cover off the bomb. He's forced off it slightly further. 21 HP. He can't commit to this, and that means Hobbit can get closer and closer, and they're on the defuse. Good swing from Twist. Only gets the one, but Shiro's forced away. Bomb will detonate and FaZe find 4.
Oh, that's so brutal. Shiro even goes down with the bomb, and remember, he lost the op to Rops at the end of the previous one. That's so much money taken away. Third map, because that's the kind of kill that makes you turn to your friends and just say, this is the last map I'll be playing today.
Yeah.
Well, they still have Exile in bathrooms. That hasn't been cleared out. Shiro rotating back from long. Kerrigan goes down. He's been pretty solid on entries. Meanwhile, the main thrust of this attack is going to be towards B. Twist watching for this flank. Oh, it's an easy one. And that might actually slow this down. They hadn't actually pulled the trigger on the execute into the B bomb site. But Inters and Nafine still haven't moved. Great boost.
What? The crosshair placement was there and everything. Rops just absolutely smoked him. Inters, low HP, lines up the first, follows up with his second. Brokey has to swing out and trade it. They've got the advantage, and Shiro knows that Twist was on the offsite, but it doesn't matter. The headshot comes through, and FaZe have the lead.
Just looking for pushes. Kerrigan's going to challenge. Sherigan's going to throw his way through Monster. Rops is blind, surely going down, but I think that's the only kill Hobbit even has a chance of getting. And now Kerrigan's activated, put into play. Brokey's gonna get another. Oh. He's stopped cold.
He is. Kerrigan's very low, so give this round half a chance. Twist's trying to clear the bathroom to make up for the lost ground on Monster. They can't afford to let Kerrigan try and continue to open up that side, so Inters rotating back around. Might run into a 2v3 in sight, and again, you catch off an angle if they're not careful clearing. And you've got Kerrigan low, another headshot from a Deagle, a body shot to Foley. You've got a round. They do overlook it. Exile nearly gets away with one more Twists. Manages to hold the trigger, but that's a lovely shot. And now it's Twists on 22, Kerrigan on 2, and Inters on 37. He's going to try and work back through the smoke. Bomb's down, 21 seconds. That's going to force time to be a factor because they have to commit to the bomb plant and give Inters a bit more of a chance in that regard. This could quickly fail. He's heard them jump. He knows they're going for the bomb. He's got the shot on Twist and Kerrigan's down. Inters nails it. The HP was the factor, and now Gambit tied the game back up.
What an incredible clutch.
He's at long, so it's a big rotation for him. He's going to back off. Don't think he feels comfortable going aggressively toward the site. Smoke down instead, just to hold them there.
No smokes, Matt. It's going to be Molotovs. You have to, excuse me, one smoke is already just being thrown out to Plume. It missed its mark, though. That's going to make him nervous. No Molotov for the truck, and actually, it might get extinguished if they were to put one there.
Well, Well, they're going to molly backside bank to keep Hobbit from swinging out. They know the smoke's down along. Doesn't matter, though. Hobbit has vision. He's got the lineup. This is just too easy. Brokey down and back into the lead. 4 players. Just barely. Shiro getting closer with Nathany as they work past the fountain and take over the bathrooms area on the map. Rops, that's a tough one. He's going to play this solo. He's got Brokey to swing out from spawn. Shadow makes that easy to get the first one, but now they know he's locked in the corner and a tough position. He goes down. Exile knows likely he's got a support player there for him and looks for Brokey. He finds the kill. He drops down. Kerrigan coming out, can't hit the jumping head shot, but he follows on to Inters. That's a lovely shot. Bomb drop temporarily. Kerrigan finding Hobbit as well. Exile suddenly standing inside of the site, gets the return shot, but does not have the bomb. It's all onto Twists. He's got the first one already. Knows the second one's there, and he hits the headshot on Nathany as well. And the Canadian kid steps up again to make it 8-8.
One pop flash would ruin Rain's entire life.
Nathany. All right, Shiro comes out. I was going to say, if he spray controlled that and actually hit the shot, impressive, but it wasn't him that hit the shot. Yeah,
Nathany crouch sliding into an incredible peak is going to ruin Rain's life as well. Kerrigan trying to shrink the map and trying to get a little bit of information is forced away by Hobbit, who's still just chilling underneath the ladder. Gonna check and make sure nobody's pushed out towards Monster. A little bit of an oversight. Shiro's kind of alone and isolated with the bomb. Inters is gonna come help and make sure he can cross safely. However, FaZe have the right call. Kerrigan and Twist sticking around at the B bomb site. MP9 and FAMAS to hold off this hit, to hold off this attack. Smoke just blooms from Twist, and he's got one.
Shot Shiro, but not done there. Kerrigan steps up for 2, spraying through Exile into Shiro with the MP9. Brokey has to dodge the flash. That allows them inside of the site, but do they know he's this close? Bomb's going to be planted. He slides out, can't hit the shot. Inters gets the kill.
The fight at the moment is an economic one, as players are just trying to do enough damage to set themselves up for the reset once guns are back in their hands, and then they can do wonderful things.
Hobbit. Good shot, catches out Brokey. Tech 9 in return. Again, this round is going to find 2. That's ridiculous, Hobbit.
He's like, all right, guys, don't screw this one up. I've done it again. He's like, against all odds, somehow I've done it again. Please don't give away the advantage. One more. Oh, look at this. Twist and Kerrigan doing this so well. Twist might be able to recover the round. Rain, he's going to get dropped. There's Twist bouncing. And Rops again with the long flank, and it's all ripped out of their hands again.
Do they know that Inters is coming back from this direction? Okay, doesn't matter. Rops, you're right. The long flank will catch him.
Again, it's Nathany. And again, there's no ability to trade it back. Look at the utility players have to work with. 1 Molotov, 1 smoke, and 3 flashbangs. And all 4 of them are here. They want to progress all the way to the bomb site. Rops isn't going to let them. That's the bomb hitting the deck. They're just getting thinned out. Rain is going to continue his aggression as well. They don't have the manpower to watch this. Rain is going to wrap around, and he's going to find a freebie. At least 1.
Good shot, headshot clean. Second one as well. Rain actually got that well, dancing and darting along the edge of the wall. Shiro will put him down, but this is over. FaZe are moving on. Shiro's got nothing for this.
Yeah, it's a shame. This has just kind of fizzled out, hasn't it? It looked great in the first half.
It's a great recovery from FaZe, considering how the first map went. That's one way you have to look at it, because they certainly look poised again. And that's an encouraging sign going against Na'Vi, who they now have a date with.
Oh, yeah. And one of the things we talked about, it's going to continue. It's going to be continuing to get tough for FaZe, because remember, we also, there's pressure on this team to replicate the results that they had in Katowice, where they lifted the trophy. And they're obviously looking towards this Pro League trophy, wanting to raise that one over their heads as well when all is said and done. But they've got to go through the best team in the world. That's going to be